Have you ever wondered which countries around the world hold a special place in their hearts for America? From unwavering allies to cultural admirers, some nations have a deep love for the United States that goes beyond politics and borders. Stick around as we count down the top 10 countries that love America the most. You might just be surprised by who tops the list. Let's kick off our list with Poland, a country in Eastern Europe that has shared a long and meaningful friendship with the United States. This bond goes far beyond surface-level admiration. It's deeply rooted in shared values, historical struggles, and strong cultural ties. Historical connection. Poland's relationship with the United States stretches back centuries, but it gained significant strength in the 20th century. During World War II, Poland was invaded by Nazi Germany and later controlled by the Soviet Union during the Cold War. Throughout these turbulent times, America was viewed as a beacon of hope and freedom by many Poles. The U.S. consistently supported Poland's aspirations for independence and democracy, providing moral and material support during its darkest moments. One of the most notable moments in this relationship was America's support for the Solidarity movement in the 1980s. Solidarity was a trade union and social movement that played a crucial role in Poland's fight against Soviet control. The U.S. provided financial aid, political backing, and even covert assistance to Solidarity leaders like Lech Walesa, who later became Poland's president. This unwavering support cemented America's reputation as a true ally of Poland. Cultural ties. Poland's admiration for America isn't just political. It's cultural as well. The United States is home to one of the largest Polish diasporas in the world, with over 9 million Polish Americans living primarily in cities like Chicago, Detroit, and New York. This strong diaspora community has acted as a bridge between the two nations, fostering a mutual appreciation for each other's traditions, cuisines, and ways of life. Polish festivals in America, such as Pulaski Day and the annual Polish Fest in Milwaukee, celebrate the rich cultural heritage of Poland while highlighting the deep connection between Polish Americans and their homeland. Similarly, in Poland, American culture is highly visible. From Hollywood movies dominating theaters to popular American fast food chains like McDonald's and KFC lining the streets of Warsaw, Polish society has warmly embraced elements of American culture. Economic and military alliances. Poland and the United States have developed a robust economic and military partnership over the years. As a member of NATO, Poland has been a key ally of the U.S. in maintaining security and stability in Europe. The two nations collaborate closely on defense initiatives, and American troops are stationed in Poland as part of NATO's efforts to deter aggression in the region. This military presence is not just strategic. It's symbolic of the trust and cooperation that define their relationship. Economically, Poland has benefited from American investments in sectors such as technology, energy, and manufacturing. Companies like Google and Amazon have established a strong presence in Poland, creating jobs and fostering innovation. Meanwhile, Polish businesses, especially in the food and beverage industry, have found enthusiastic consumers in the United States. Ever tried a bottle of Zywiek beer or Polish kielbasa at an American barbecue? That's a testament to the economic ties between these two nations. Shared values. What truly sets the U.S.-Poland relationship apart is their shared commitment to freedom, democracy, and human rights. Poland's struggle for independence and democracy resonates deeply with America's own history of fighting for liberty. This shared history has created a unique bond, where both nations see themselves as defenders of democratic ideals on the global stage. Poland has also been a vocal supporter of U.S. foreign policy initiatives, often aligning with American positions on key international issues. Whether it's standing with the U.S. on matters of global security or advocating for democratic reforms in other nations, Poland has proven to be a reliable partner. Modern-day relations. Today, the friendship between Poland and the United States is stronger than ever. American tourists are drawn to Poland for its rich history, stunning architecture, and vibrant cultural scene. Cities like Krakow, Gdansk, and Warsaw are popular destinations, offering a blend of historical charm and modern amenities. Conversely, Poles travel to the U.S. in large numbers, often visiting family or exploring iconic American landmarks like the Grand Canyon, Times Square, and Disney World. The love for American culture is also evident in Poland's younger generation. Many Polish students choose to study in the United States, attracted by the country's prestigious universities and diverse opportunities. Similarly, American exchange programs in Poland allow students to experience Polish culture firsthand, fostering mutual understanding and respect. Friendship that lasts. So why does Poland love America so much? It's not just about politics or economics. It's about a shared sense of purpose and solidarity. Both nations value freedom and independence, and their partnership reflects a deep respect for these principles. Whether it's through cultural exchange, economic collaboration, or military alliances, the bond between Poland and the U.S. is built to last. 9. Israel. Next, at number 9, we have Israel, a small yet incredibly significant country with one of the closest ties to the United States. The U.S.-Israel relationship has often been described as unbreakable, and for good reason. Let's dive into what makes this partnership so unique. Historical and political bonds. The relationship between the U.S. and Israel began shortly after Israel declared independence in 1948. President Harry Truman was among the first world leaders to recognize the new state, and this early support set the tone for decades of close cooperation. Over the years, the U.S. has provided Israel with substantial military aid and diplomatic backing, solidifying its role as a key ally in the Middle East. One of the most notable aspects of this partnership is the U.S.'s unwavering commitment to Israel's security. This includes providing advanced military technology, such as the Iron Dome missile defense system, which has been critical in protecting Israeli civilians from rocket attacks. The relationship goes both ways, as Israel shares intelligence and cutting-edge technology with the U.S., strengthening their mutual security. Cultural connections. Cultural ties between the two nations are profound. American movies, TV shows, and music are incredibly popular in Israel, with Hollywood blockbusters regularly topping the box office. On the flip side, Israeli culture has made a significant impact in the U.S., particularly through food and television. Dishes like hummus, falafel, and shakshuka have become staples in American households, and shows like Fauda and Shtisel have captivated American audiences. The Jewish American community also plays a crucial role in strengthening these bonds. Many American Jews feel a deep connection to Israel, often traveling there for religious pilgrimages, educational programs like Birthright, or simply to explore their heritage. Economic collaboration. Economically, the U.S. and Israel have a thriving trade relationship. 8. South Korea. Next on our list is South Korea, a vibrant country that shares a strong alliance with the United States. From historical ties to a booming cultural exchange, this partnership is a shining example of mutual admiration. Historical foundations. The U.S.-South Korea relationship began during the Korean War, 1950 to 1953, when American forces played a crucial role in defending South Korea from North Korean aggression. This war laid the foundation for a long-lasting alliance, with the U.S. continuing to station thousands of troops in South Korea as a deterrent against potential threats. The bond forged during the war has only grown stronger over time. South Koreans deeply appreciate America's sacrifices and ongoing commitment to their country's security. This gratitude is evident in how South Korea has remained one of the U.S.'s closest allies in Asia. Cultural exchange. Cultural ties between the U.S. and South Korea are flourishing. American movies, music, and fashion are widely popular in South Korea, while Korean culture has taken the U.S. by storm. The global rise of K-pop, led by groups like BTS and Blackpink, has introduced millions of Americans to South Korean music and dance. Korean dramas, or K-dramas, have also become a hit on streaming platforms, showcasing South Korean storytelling to a global audience. Food is another area where the two cultures intersect. While South Koreans enjoy American fast food, Americans have embraced Korean cuisine, from bulgogi to kimchi to Korean fried chicken. The cultural exchange is a two-way street, enriching both societies. Economic ties. The U.S. and South Korea have a robust economic partnership. As one of the world's largest economies, South Korea is a key trading partner for the U.S. Major South Korean companies like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG have a strong presence in the American market, providing high-quality electronics and automobiles. Similarly, American companies like Apple and Starbucks are household names in South Korea. The free trade agreement between the two nations has further strengthened their economic ties, making trade more efficient and beneficial for both sides. Shared values. South Korea and the U.S. share a commitment to democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. This alignment of values has fostered a deep sense of trust and collaboration. Both nations are also leaders in technology and innovation, working together to tackle global challenges such as climate change and cybersecurity threats. Modern relations. Today, South Korea and the U.S. continue to strengthen their relationship through diplomacy, trade, and cultural exchange. American tourists flock to South Korea to explore its rich history, modern cities, and delicious food. Meanwhile, South Koreans enjoy visiting the U.S. for its natural beauty, world-class universities, and cultural landmarks. An unbreakable bond. South Korea's admiration for America is built on a foundation of historical sacrifice, cultural exchange, and shared values. This friendship continues to grow, benefiting both nations in countless ways. 7. Philippines. Next on our list is the Philippines, a Southeast Asian nation with one of the strongest and most heartfelt connections to America. This bond is rooted in history, shared values, and a deep cultural exchange that continues to thrive today. Historical ties. The U.S. and the Philippines share a unique historical relationship that dates back to the late 19th century. Following the Spanish-American War in 1898, the Philippines became a U.S. territory. While the period of American colonial rule had its challenges, it also laid the foundation for a lasting relationship. The U.S. played a crucial role in the Philippines' journey toward independence, which was finally achieved in 1946. During World War II, American and Filipino forces fought side by side against Japanese occupation, further strengthening their bond. This shared history of struggle and sacrifice is commemorated every year, particularly during the Bataan Day of Valor. Cultural connections. Filipinos have a profound appreciation for American culture. Hollywood movies, American pop music, and basketball are hugely popular across the Philippines. Basketball, in particular, is practically a national obsession, with both professional and street-level games influenced by the NBA. On the flip side, the Filipino-American community has brought Filipino culture to the U.S., enriching American society with traditional foods like adobo, lumpia, and halo-halo, as well as vibrant cultural events like the Philippine Independence Day Parade in New York. Economic and social ties. Millions of Filipinos live and work in the United States, making them one of the largest immigrant groups. These Filipinos contribute significantly to both countries, sending billions of dollars in remittances back home, while also enriching the American economy and culture. Additionally, the Philippines is a key destination for American businesses, especially in industries like business process outsourcing, BPO. Call centers in Manila and Cebu are often staffed by English-speaking Filipinos who serve as the voice of many American companies. Shared values. The U.S. and the Philippines share a commitment to democracy and human rights, a legacy of their historical connection. Filipinos also admire the American emphasis on freedom and opportunity, values that resonate deeply with their own aspirations. Modern-day relations. American tourists flock to the Philippines to enjoy its breathtaking beaches, historic sites, and warm hospitality. From the pristine shores of Boracay to the historic streets of Intramuros in Manila, the Philippines offers a unique blend of natural beauty and cultural heritage. At the same time, many Filipinos travel to the U.S. for education, work, or simply to visit family, further strengthening the ties between the two nations. A lasting friendship. The Philippines' love for America is evident in its culture, history, and people. This enduring friendship is a testament to the power of shared experiences and mutual respect. 6. Japan. At number 6, we have Japan, a country that has transformed its relationship with America from one of wartime adversaries to one of the closest partnerships in the modern world. This is a story of resilience, cultural exchange, and mutual respect. Historical context. The relationship between the U.S. and Japan underwent a dramatic shift after World War II. Following Japan's surrender in 1945, the U.S. played a significant role in the country's post-war reconstruction. Under the leadership of General Douglas MacArthur, Japan adopted a new constitution and embarked on a path of peace and economic growth. This period of rebuilding laid the foundation for a strong alliance that continues to this day. Japan is now one of America's most reliable allies in Asia, with both nations cooperating on issues ranging from defense to trade to global security. Cultural exchange. The cultural exchange between Japan and the U.S. is one of the richest and most dynamic in the world. American movies, music, and fashion are hugely popular in Japan, while Japanese culture has had a profound impact on the U.S. Japanese cuisine, from sushi to ramen, has become a staple in American cities. Similarly, Japanese pop culture, anime, manga, and video games has captivated millions of Americans, creating a dedicated fan base that spans generations. Economic partnership. Japan is one of the largest investors in the U.S., with companies like Toyota, Honda, and Sony having a massive presence. These companies not only provide jobs but also set the standard for quality and innovation in their respective industries. Conversely, American companies like Apple and Starbucks are beloved in Japan, showcasing the mutual economic benefits of this relationship. Shared values. Japan and the U.S. share a commitment to democracy, innovation, and global leadership. These shared values have fostered a sense of trust and collaboration that goes beyond politics. Modern-day relations. American tourists love visiting Japan for its unique blend of ancient traditions and cutting-edge technology. Iconic destinations like Kyoto, Tokyo, and Mount Fuji attract millions of visitors each year. Similarly, Japanese tourists are drawn to America's national parks, cultural landmarks, and vibrant cities. Model partnership. Japan's admiration for America is rooted in a shared history of resilience, cultural exchange, and mutual respect. This partnership is a shining example of how two nations can overcome past conflicts to build a brighter future together. 5. United Kingdom. Halfway through our list, we've got the United Kingdom, often referred to as America's special relationship. The bond between the U.S. and the U.K. is a testament to centuries of shared history, language, and values. Shared history. The U.S. and the U.K. share a unique historical connection, beginning with the colonial era when the 13 colonies were under British rule. Although the Revolutionary War separated the two nations, their ties have since evolved into one of the most enduring alliances in history. From fighting together in both world wars to forming NATO, the US and UK have stood shoulder to shoulder on the global stage. Winston Churchill famously referred to this alliance as a special relationship, emphasizing the deep political and cultural bonds between the two countries. Cultural bonds. The cultural exchange between the US and the UK is unparalleled. British literature, from Shakespeare to J.K. Rowling, has left an indelible mark on American society, while American pop culture, including Hollywood, jazz, and rock and roll, has had a profound impact on the UK. Television is another area where the two nations overlap. Iconic British series like Doctor Who, Sherlock, and The Crown have found massive audiences in the US, while American shows like Friends and Breaking Bad are hugely popular across the pond. Economic collaboration. The UK is one of America's largest trading partners, with billions of dollars flowing between the two nations annually. British companies like BP and Rolls-Royce have a strong presence in the US, while American giants like Amazon and Coca-Cola are household names in the UK. London and New York City, two of the world's financial hubs, often collaborate on major economic initiatives, further solidifying this partnership. Military and political alliance. The US and the UK work closely on global security issues, sharing intelligence through the Five Eyes Alliance and collaborating on military operations. This partnership has been pivotal in addressing challenges like terrorism and cyber threats. Modern-day relations. Travel is a significant part of the U.S. U.K. relationship. Millions of Americans visit the UK each year to explore landmarks like Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and the Scottish Highlands. Similarly, Brits love experiencing American landmarks, from the Grand Canyon to Broadway in New York City. A timeless friendship. The UK's admiration for America stems from a shared history and mutual respect. This bond is a cornerstone of international diplomacy, showcasing the power of collaboration. 4. Australia. At number 4 we have Australia. Known for its stunning landscapes and friendly people, Australia shares a deep and easygoing friendship with the United States. Historical alliances. The U.S.-Australia relationship was solidified during World War II, when American troops helped defend Australia from Japanese advances. This marked the beginning of a strong military alliance that continues today through the ANZUS Treaty. Australia and the U.S. have since collaborated on various global security efforts, from peacekeeping missions to counterterrorism operations. Cultural affinities. Australians have a genuine love for American culture, particularly its movies, music, and sports. Hollywood films dominate Australian box offices, and American artists often headline music festivals in cities like Sydney and Melbourne. In return, Americans have embraced Australian exports like Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, and the Crocodile Dundee movies. The Australian accent and laid-back attitude have a charm that resonates with American audiences. Economic ties. The U.S. is one of Australia's largest trading partners, with significant collaboration in industries like technology, agriculture, and mining. Australian wines, for example, are a hit in the U.S., while American tech giants have a strong presence down under. Travel and tourism. Americans love visiting Australia for its breathtaking beaches, unique wildlife, and iconic landmarks like the Sydney Opera House and the Great Barrier Reef. Likewise, Australians flock to the U.S. to explore its national parks, bustling cities, and cultural landmarks. Shared values. Both nations share a commitment to democracy, freedom, and a love for the great outdoors. This alignment has created a strong sense of camaraderie between Australians and Americans. An easy friendship. Australia's admiration for America is rooted in mutual respect and shared values. This bond is a model of how two nations can maintain a close friendship across continents. 3. Canada. Taking the third spot is Canada, America's friendly neighbor to the north. Despite the occasional rivalry, especially in hockey, the U.S. and Canada share one of the closest relationships in the world, geographical and historical proximity. The U.S. and Canada share the longest undefended border in the world, which has fostered a deep sense of familiarity and trust. The two nations have been allies since their founding, working together on issues like trade, security, and environmental protection. Cultural exchange. Canadians are avid consumers of American entertainment, from Hollywood blockbusters to Netflix originals. Similarly, Canadian culture has made its mark in the U.S., with comedians like Jim Carrey and musicians like Drake achieving international fame. Economic collaboration. The U.S. and Canada are each other's largest trading partners, with billions of dollars in goods and services crossing the border daily. Industries like energy, automotive manufacturing, and agriculture benefit immensely from this partnership. Tourism and travel. Millions of Americans visit Canada every year to experience its stunning landscapes, from the Rockies to Niagara Falls. Canadians love exploring U.S. cities, national parks, and cultural landmarks. A unique bond. Canada's love for America is reflected in its culture, economy, and people. This relationship is a cornerstone of North American unity. 2. Taiwan. At number 2 we have Taiwan, a vibrant island nation that has a deep-rooted admiration for the United States. From political alliances to cultural exchanges, Taiwan's bond with America is a fascinating story of mutual respect and shared values, historical and political ties. The U.S. has been a staunch supporter of Taiwan since 1949, when the Republic of China government relocated to the island following the Chinese Civil War. Over the decades, America has provided military, economic, and diplomatic support to Taiwan, ensuring its ability to maintain its democratic way of life despite external pressures. The Taiwan Relations Act, passed in 1979, solidified this commitment.